Huff was taken to the hospital with severe burns to his hands and back. Investigators say they found a Glock pistol and an AR-style rifle in his possession. This criminal court complaint just in from the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Kentucky. Law enforcement confirming that one of the residents of the house was Jonathan Huff. Witnesses told law enforcement 2 explosions were heard prior to the fire. We obtained this video from Kayla Ditter, a neighbor.
Heard an explosion this morning. Literally, my neighbor's house is on fire. Oh my God, I just had to call 911 on my birthday.
Witnesses told police they saw Huff running from the house carrying a black bag and saying, "I gotta go." Ditter says she heard 3 explosions.
I mean, it sounded like they were doing bomb threats over here, and I mean, just playing with them. I mean, it shook the whole damn place.
The complaint goes on to say Huff left the scene, came back, and was taken to the hospital for severe burns to his hands and back. Huff was interviewed by police, and according to the affidavit, he made admissions he was in possession of a Glock pistol and an AR-style rifle. According to the complaint, he told police the Glock pistol was in a black bag he placed in his vehicle. Court records show Huff was convicted of a felony drug charge in Indiana in 2021. Huff is not charged in connection with the fire itself at this time, only firearms charge. In Lexington, with photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw, Jackson Plank, WKYT.